Okay, welcome back. Now, lesson number 6. So last week we did football, and today we're going to work on our cricket skills. So something we've been doing quite a lot at Downsend towards the last bit of the term we were doing. Now, fielding is what we're going to be working on today. All right, so lots of throwing, catching, trying to hit a target. So before we start, obviously we need our equipment. So I'm going to use some cones just for a target, but you can use literally anything you've been using for the last few lessons. A tennis ball. If you don't have a tennis ball, any kind of ball, just not something that's too big. Maybe something around this size, slightly bigger, slightly smaller is fine, but not too big. And then obviously in cricket, we call these our cricket stumps. Now, obviously not every household is going to have cricket stumps. So if you don't have that, cereal box, bucket, box, anything that you can use as a target to hit that's around that size. All right, so once you've got all of that, we're going to go to Coach Tom for the warm-up, and then I'll be back after that.
Okay, we're back for the warm-up. First things first, we need to get our tennis ball. And because the weather's been so nice recently, we're going to stop all the running because it does get a little bit hot and sweaty, and we're going to be out of breath. So today we're going to be doing a bit more ball skills. So first thing you need is your tennis ball and yourself nice and ready. Okay, first thing we're going to do, really simple, just going to throw it just above our head height and just catch. Okay, so what's just above my head, catch. Always keep our hands nice and wide, fingers, keeping them close. We don't want a gap through our basket or it just goes away. So ready? We throw it up just above our head, we follow the ball and we catch. Always keeping an eye on the ball. We should never throw and then look away because we're never going to see it. I want to see us tracking the ball to our hands. So ready? Watch. I'm always eyes on the ball, tracking it. Wide fingers, hands close together with our meatball and our spaghetti. We're catching it. So just above our head, catch. Perfect. Now your new challenge is going to be this. Ready? All you're going to do is now one hand tied behind your back. You can't move it from your back. You're going to just throw it just above, catch with one hand. Remember, always watching, bring your hand following it. So when we're moving, when the ball goes up, our hand always has to be moving. Because if I just keep my hand still, I might just miss. So what I want to see is with our eyes watching the ball, so it goes up, and we move our hand just below it. So watch, I'm just watching the ball all the time. We call this tracking the ball. Okay, it's called tracking. Now remember that. We throw up, we track the ball to our hand. Up it goes, track to our hands. Now, that was my strong hand, so that was always going to be good. Now I'm going to try and test my weak hand. So my strong hand tied behind my back. I throw up, I track down. Ready? Wide fingers, and then I close them when the ball touches my hand. Close them. Ready? Nice and wide. Close when it goes into my hand. Just above my head. If you're finding it too easy, what do you think we could do? We probably can go a bit higher. That's a little bit trickier. We go a bit higher. Goes. If we're finding it a little bit harder, we can just do small ones to start to get confident, just so we get better. But at the moment, I'm doing quite well, so I'm going to carry on going a little bit higher. Remember, arm has to follow. Eyes are always tracking the ball. So it goes up, track, 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 track. Perfect. Now, our new challenge is going to be, we're going to throw the ball nice and high. It bounces, and we have to try and catch it. So sometimes we have to move our feet. The ball's not always just going to land for us. So I throw it just above my head. It bounces, I catch. You see how my hands don't just always stay in the middle. It has to move sometimes. So ready? Stays in the middle, and then I have to move my hands as quickly as possible. Again, my face and eyes are always tracking the ball. I'm ready to catch. Wide fingers, tracking. Oh, good catch. Tracking, tracking, tracking. It bounces. Oh, so close. Sometimes you'll drop it, and that doesn't matter because just pick it up and try again. We throw it up, track. Oh, did it one hand that time. That's going to be our new challenge. Ready? Hand tied behind your back. We go up, bounce, one hand catch. But, oh, that was a dodgy bounce, that one. Ready? We throw it up, bit of sun in the eye, love it. Catch. We go up, bounce, catch. I don't want my feet stuck in cement. I don't want them stuck and I can't move. Always on our toes, so it actually goes up, and I'm ready to move to catch it. So tracking the ball in my eyes, hands there to catch. Up it goes. Oh, so close. Now we tried a couple of our stronger hands. You can probably guess we're going to use our weaker hand now. So we go up, bounce, catch. Up. Oh, bounce again. Ready? Up it goes. Bounce, catch. Up it goes. Bounce, catch. Eyes are always watching it. Oh, that was a dodgy bounce. We're going to do 2 more here. Then we'll do 1 more challenge. Oh, good catch. Up it goes. Good. Ready? Our next challenge is going to be with 2 cones. Just going to make a little bit of a distance between. All I want to see you do is your right hand throws to your left, and you're going to be walking to the other cone. Then you turn. So ready? Right hand to my left, left hand to my right. And at the same time, we're going to be walking. Have a couple goes, just nice and easy to start off with. Perfect. Practice just throwing one hand to the other. Nice. Nice. If it's too hard, you might just practice going one hand with your stronger hand. But I want to see you walking when you throw it. I don't want to see anyone stop. If it's too easy, you might now throw it a little bit higher to your left hand. Higher to your right, higher to your left, higher to your right. Okay, we'll do a couple more. I'm going to try the harder ones. That goes up, a bit higher, straight into the sun. Perfect, good. Going to go up. Good. Always walking. Nice. Guys, that's going to be the warm-up today. So just practicing ball skills. Now your hands should be nice and warm, ready for our fielding lesson. So when you're ready, you can pause now, but when you're ready, push play when you're ready.
Okay, so lesson 6, okay, working on our fielding. All right, so hope you had a good warm up with Coach Tom, Mr. Harty, as some of you know. All right, so fielding is about trying to get the ball and trying to hit our target or our stumps as quick as you can. All right, using the right technique. All right, so just to begin with, we're just gonna focus on our target. Now look, I put 2 cones out, so I'm just gonna stand in between them so I'm straight on. All right, and I've got a few tennis balls, but if you only have one, that's fine. Just go and get it each time. All right, but I'm going to use 3, so I don't have to go back and forth as much. It might be that if your parents or your carers are with you, they might stand behind, okay, and give you the ball back every time. But watch. So look, underarm to begin with. Okay, all you're going to do, one foot in front of the other. All right, you're going to point with your non-throwing arm, and you're just going to see if you can try and hit the target like that. Okay, so if you hit it, you get a point. So watch me. Look, I get my ball. Okay, I set myself up. I put my hand, aiming with one. I use my underarm, and I try and hit the target. Okay, so 2 out of 2 so far. All right, pretty good. A lot better at this than my game last time. All right, so ready? Look, here, one foot in front of the other. There you go. Aiming with one arm, and whoa, 3 out of 3. Okay, right now. Although underarm is fine and it's good, when you're playing cricket, normally you'd have a batter, and the batter, when they hit it, have got to run back and forth as many times as they can. All right, so if a batter's running as fast as they can and I do this, although it might hit sometimes, they're probably already going to be safe. Okay, so the way we want to field is we want to throw the ball overarm. Okay, now when we throw overarm, very similar to underarm with our feet. So our feet are still, if I'm right-handed, our other foot's in front, and I'm going to still aim. But just when we throw it, okay, we want to use up power. So instead of just like a soft underarm, we're now going to try and aim and throw it as hard as you can, okay? And if you knock the target over, like me, then even better, because it means it probably got there quicker, all right? So what you're going to do now is get your balls ready. Okay, pick up your target if it needs to. All right, stand it up in position. Go back to where we start. Okay, and here we go. So I'm going to start from here. So literally, I'm going to stand here and I'm going to try and throw and try and hit the target. Now, if you hit it over again, go and get it. All right. Now, fine. Go and get it. Okay, and go again. So just keep practicing. All right. So look, hit it again. Perfect. Hit it again. All right. So 3 out of 3. Cricket's something I used to play, so I'm pretty good at. All right. So keep trying. Okay. Keep trying that. Okay. Now, if your target's falling out of place a bit, like mine, because I keep hitting it, that's that's fine. But standing position, I'm going to put it there now, so hopefully it stands up even if I do hit it. All right. If you're finding it too easy, then maybe take 1-2 steps this way. If you're finding it really hard, that's fine. Yeah, take 1-2 steps this way. All right. So I might give it a go here. So I might go 1, 2. All right. So I'm gonna have a couple more goes, maybe 3 goes. Okay. So look, same. Right hand on the ball, other foot forward, aim and throw. So look, a bit harder. First time I haven't hit it, so it's probably a bit more challenging for me now, which is good. Okay. We don't want it to be easy. All right. So look, aim. Okay. Ready. Better. There we go. Look. Perfect. And that's all the way back to me. Right. And again. So aim. Left foot forward. And use that power to throw. Okay. So 1 out of 3 that time. Not quite as good. All right. So there is our first bit. Now we're going to make it hard. In cricket, okay, very, very rarely are you just going to have a ball in your hand out of nowhere to throw, okay? So normally the batter would hit the ball, all right? So what we're going to do now is we're going to pretend that you've got to go and get the ball before you throw it, all right? So I'm going to start on this cone, all right? And I'm going to roll it or bounce it towards that way, okay? So watch. So I'm going to throw it. I've got to go there. I've got to pick it up. And then I've got to throw it at the target, all right? So look, watch this. So I start here, okay? I'm going to throw it towards my other cone. I'm going to throw. I'm going to get behind it, pick it up, and throw, okay? Fast, all right? Same again. So look, I'm going to start here, okay? I'm going to throw. I'm going to try and get around it, pick it up, and throw. Oh, that was close, all right? One more go, okay? If your targets move slightly, it doesn't matter, all right? If it is on the floor, go and pick it up, all right? So one more time. So throw, try and get around it, and then throw. Oh, that was sick. That was so good. All right, perfect. All right. So look, I've got 2 out of 3 there. I'm buzzing with that. All right. So now, okay, we're going to make it slightly hard. All right. So you're going to start now by your stumps. All right. So I've got my 3 rules. I'm going to start here. Okay. I'm going to put my balls there. All right. Now I'm going to roll it out. The ball has got to go past my 2 cones, and then I've got to turn around and throw at my target. Okay. Slightly harder because I've got to turn all the way around to throw it. All right. Okay. So watch. I'm going to start by it. I'm going to roll it or throw it. Up to you. All right. So I'm going to throw it. I'm going to run, get behind it, and then throw near. Okay. So we go again. So go back. Now, when you're rolling or you're throwing it out, once you've rolled it past, try and get your foot behind the ball. So if you do miss it with your hand when you try and pick it up, it will hit your foot anyway, and it won't go very far. All right. So always try and get your body behind the ball. So if you do miss it, you've got it anyway. All right. So look, ready? My ball. Okay. Here, I'm gonna roll. Get behind it. Pick it up. Throw. Oh, close. Okay, one more go. All right. So look, here I am. Roll. Get behind. Pick up and throw. Perfect. Okay. Now, I'm right-handed, so I use my right hand to throw mostly. So if the ball's on this side of me, I'm most likely going to pick it up with my left, transfer it to my right, and then throw. Okay. If the ball is on my right-hand side, so if the ball's on this side, okay, and I'm going this way, I wouldn't pick it up with my left hand and then twist all the way round. I'd probably just go there, take a step, and then throw. Okay, like that. All right. So think about where the ball is, and then think about what hand you're going to pick it up with. All right. So now we're going to go back to what we just did, but we're going to have points. Okay. So if you hit the stump, you get 5 points. All right. If you miss, you get 0. All right. So literally 5 points if you hit it, 0 if you don't. All right. So let's see how many points we can get. We're going to have 5 goes. All right. So max 25 points. So ready? So start here. So ready? We're going to roll. get behind. Try and get your foot in front, pick up, and then throw. Oh, near. So 0 points, although it was a really good go, still 0. So here we go. Ready? So here we go again. And this one I might bounce at it. Get behind, pick it up, and throw. Here we go. Perfect. So I'm on 5 points now out of a possible 10. Okay? Stand it up. Right. Here we go. Ready? In for a bouncer. Pick it up, turn. Throw. Oh. So close. You know, that was quite hard because I tried to catch it in the air, turn around and throw it. My hand hurts now, my shoulder. Alright? So, if you find that your hand or your arm or your shoulder is starting to ache like mine, just give it a little twist, little stretch, alright? And it'll be a bit better, alright? Because if you carry on throwing with one arm, it will start to ache. So ready? So roll, get behind, pick up, and throw. Perfect. There's another point for me. So 10 points out of 20. Let's see if I can get 15, alright? So ready? So roll, get behind, pick up, back. There we go. 15 points out of 25. Okay? Now after this video, you can carry on with that as one of the things you can practice. Try and beat your score every time. See what you can get out of 25. It might be that you do more than 5 goes. You might do 10 and try and get to 50 points, alright? Completely up to you. Okay, perfect. Now, last challenge, okay? Last challenge. If you have a carer or parent with you, alright, that's watch it with you, maybe you get them to go behind the stumps as a wicket keeper and they can throw you the ball out and you've got to see how many you can get in maybe a time limit, so maybe a couple minutes. Or if you have a bat or a tennis racket, you might be able to practice your fielding, so you might throw it there and they might try and hit it away. And then you might try and get it again and try and hit it, okay? So just think about that, some little things you can do throughout the day, all right? Now, here's some questions. Get your pen and paper ready, all right? And then next lesson, we're actually working on our bowling, okay? Perfect. Okay, so really good lesson on fielding today, okay? Something we all need to know, especially when we go back to playing some cricket, and hopefully we're all back soon. Pen and paper, should have it ready by now, okay? If you don't, then press play, pause, sorry, go and get it, come back. First question, okay? So question 1 is, when we're fielding, why do we want to throw it overarm instead of underarm, okay? So there might be a few different things why we might do it, but can you name one? Why would we use overarm instead of underarm, all right? Question 2, okay? So when we're fielding, if the ball's been hit out, why do we want to get our body or our foot behind the ball before we throw it, okay? So why do we want to get our body behind the ball before we pick it up and throw it? Okay, what's the reason for that? All right? And then last question, which is more of a challenge, with the point game we did at the end, okay, where you got 5 points for hitting it and 0 for not, I want to have a few goes at that and write down your highest score. So what's the highest score you got out of a possible 25? So I got 15, who can beat me? All right, and I'm sure you all can if you keep practicing. All right, so next lesson, we're going to do bowling. Have your pen and paper ready for this moment next lesson, all right? And I'll see you next time.